Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt Leshper with 1836 Property Management, as always in beautiful Austin, Texas. This video is to discover what happens at the end of the tenancy life cycle. It includes security deposit itemization, make ready, but this is what happens every time you go from tenant A to tenant B. So let's get started. Step one, if your tenants decide not to renew, we're going to email you with turnover expectations so you're in the loop. This will ensure that you know the status of your tenants and what to expect over the next couple of weeks. Step number two is before the tenants depart, a couple of weeks, we're going to schedule and walk the property. We're going to put any lock boxes on we need for access, and we're going to look for any large items. So small tenant damage like a nick here or a stain there, that's all fine and that's all part of normal wear and tear. But let's say that your roof really needs some work. Let's say that the exterior paint needs to be done. We don't want to bulk that and wait for those estimates to come in when we can simply order that work ahead of time, get the estimates, and then send those to you so that you're in the loop on everything, shortening the vacancy time between tenant A and B. Walking that property early helps us really plan. Step number three in the process is before the tenant moves out, we have already pre-planned in your lease to ask them to have carpets professionally cleaned if there are carpets, as well as the house. We require receipts from those, and we deliver the property in that condition, so we expect it back in that condition. If you lease the property yourself or you've had other agents help you with this or even other property management companies, they may not ask for that service, which costs you hundreds extra, but we do with every turnover. So if we lease your property, you can expect those to be included and the home to be clean when that tenant moves out. Now, will you have to have it cleaned again? Well, of course, you have workers in there, you have time, you have the home vacant for a while, so it'll have to be touched up, but it won't be as bad. After the tenant moves out, we're going to perform a move-out report, schedule repairs, and complete those things. This is really critical. We've got a short window of days by state property code to document everything in the house and get that work completed and get their security deposit back to them, which is the next step. So you do not have time to dally in this, and if we need to get repairs made, we need to get your approval quickly so that we can get your property back on the market. Work orders will be created. We'll send all that information out to our trusted vendors. We'll split up the work as necessary to make sure it all gets done, and we're going to work over the logistics. Now, that's the interesting part, because I can promise you there's going to be part delays, rain delays, COVID delays, sick delays, and everything else that will happen, and those things have to be in line. So when one's delayed, it kicks all the others back, and then we've got availability issues. It's a little bit of orchestration, but that's what you pay us to do. Once everything's done, we're going to do a quality assurance check on the property, walk it, make sure it's up to par, take additional photos so that it's documented before those residents move in, and then we're going to pay those invoices for you. If we need them, professional photos will be taken, and the property will be listed for lease. That is step number 6. Once we get it on the market, we're going to be able to show that property. We're going to have people that walk through it and know that it is clean and ready to go. People don't come in and say, I'm going to move in November and it's June. Can I walk the property? No, they come in, they're ready to choose, and they've only got a few to choose from. So we've got to deliver the best property to them when they're in town, when they're walking. As always, we say deliver a hotel room ready property to that tenant, because the people that pay their bills, take care of their family, and take care of your property aren't going to settle for something less than. Step number 7 is, we mentioned earlier, we're going to get estimates, work done, and all that on the security deposit itemization checklist. Now we have a 30-day window, which is quickly closing out. So we've got to get that security deposit itemized and out to them. The state law doesn't say, well, if you can get around to it, or about 30 days. It says you have 30 days. So you've got to get that money, or we've got to get that money back out to the tenants, anything that's remaining on file, or at least an itemization showing that they owe money within that window to follow state law. If you have any questions, you have any concerns, please always schedule a time to talk with your property manager. We're available for you, 512-994-4323. We're here to help make real estate investing easy.